Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to go over how you can, when you're refurbishing these old bikes, so this bike has just currently come to me. Customer wants the bike repowder coated and he wants a new set of foot peg mounts put onto it. You can bodge these and fix them up to make them work somewhat and make them sit square again. You can see now these are all drooping down, very loose, they're no good like that. I currently make these mounts to buy. So these are a 2014 KTM mount, so they fit a good range of pegs, so you can choose any colour, billet, titanium, stainless, whatever. So there's so many you can choose from. I'm fitting a set of stainless steel ones to it. So this, it looks a bit more Evo. This is a 90s YZ. I'm not sure what CC it is or whatever. But anyway, we're going to be cutting the old mounts off and putting these ones on. But what I wanted to do first is show you probably the best way of doing this and having the most accurate way. I know everybody's not going to have a jig table like this. I use this for all sorts of things, building sidecars, for doing frames like this, for products that I make as well. It's a nice flat area and it's perfect for screwing mounts and jigs and everything to it. You can see I've mounted the frame up square, so I've gone through the centre line of the back of the engine and that will tell me that the frame is square. So I know the frame is square now, and what I've done as well, I've mounted some plates coming off the back side of the jig there to tell me where the peg, so we don't want the peg facing down, we don't want the facing back, we want the peg level. And as well as that, we want the peg raking in a bit. So your feet won't go out, they will go in. So it's important that we get the peg so it's mounted just proud off level. And then over time, when it will start to wear in, it will eventually come back square, and then probably this bike will be in the scrap by then. But who knows? So yeah, so I'll just show you around now what I've done here to jig this all up. If you want me to do this to your frames, it's not a problem. I charge about £80 to £100, and that's including the actual mount as well. But when I do it, I will make a jig to suit your bike so it's all square like this. So it's not just the matter of cutting them off and welding them on. I could, if the bike come in a rolling chassis, so everything was together, I could do it to the bike. But this is the best way to do it because I can measure down off here, up to here to make sure this is level and the other side's level. And the other thing is as well, if you're doing like a twin shock bike or something like that and you want to put a nice set of wide pegs on there, you've got to make sure that you leave them room for your kickstart and your rear brake pedal because they can clash. So the customer's given me the old foot pegs, so that tells me that I've got the frame square, and the rear brake pedal, so I can put that on and make sure that there is clearance for that to work. Don't weld them all on just assuming that it's all going to work. You'll come back to it and you'll be like, fuck, the rear brake pedal doesn't work because it can't get past the brake pedal, because these brake pedals are a lot wider than the OEM ones back then. They're a lot narrower. So I'll just show you what I've done here. So you can see there that the pegs are drooping down and they need to come up. You can see that they're terribly loose and well worn. So you can see there now on the jig, I've squared the whole frame up. So we've got the main pin coming through here. That goes through the back of the engine, or shall we say the swinging arm pin. And then I've made a mount here to bolt it on. And then just this front one telling me that the peg is actually square. So that's just a reference point, and then I'll mark the centre of that peg to tell me when I come to put this one on, to tell me where exactly that centre line is. As well as doing this update as well, that if you're an extreme rider and you're going to be leaning this bike in, the pegs will be able to move a lot more freely than these old ones. So these old ones usually come up direct more, but the newer model ones now, obviously, as you lean the bike, they tilt to suit when you hit the berm or such and such. That's why they're designed like that. Yeah, so that's it. So you can see how I've jigged it up, and then I've got the other peg there lined up ready. So what I'm going to do is put some marks on there to tell me where the centre line of the peg is to do it. So yeah, so these will be available. And these will come in a pair. And I'll put the part number in the description, and they're to suit a OEM KTM peg. But obviously you don't have to go for these. You can buy a nice stainless steel polished foot peg. You can buy a nice billet alloy peg. You can buy titanium pegs. There's so many different pegs out there you can buy. So I've done it around the KTM one because there is so many pegs to offer. So yeah, so we'll cut that old one off there, and then we'll mount the new one on there. So thanks for watching part 1 of the foot peg upgrade. The next part I will do is showing them re-welded on, and you can have a quick look there. And then I'll do the final one of the frame all being re-powder coated and shot blasted and everything, and you can see how well the job works. Again, yeah. So these will come in a pair, and they will. The description will be in the part number will be in the description for these. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 to see the outcome of it. Cheers, and give us a thumbs up for the video, guys.